The shape of this bull?
Piano.
What?
Piano.
Exactly. I didn't understand this, but one musician told me, Carlos, this is a grand piano. But of course the Incas didn't know the grand piano. Of course. And I asked him, and why the piano has that shape? And he told me, that is the perfect shape for the good resonance. Ladies and gentlemen, Plato, the philosopher, the Greek philosopher, 5 centuries before Christ, Pythagoras in the 7th century before Christ, and the Incas believed that the universe made music. This was a supposition for many centuries, but you can read nowadays in the scientist magazines. The astrophysics nowadays discovered that in the universe there is music, and the Incas and Plato and Pythagoras knew this many centuries ago. Right? What do you think?
Kind of locked the other stone.
Exactly. This is the male stone. Look at that.
It's a female
That's
stone.
the female stone.
Oh my God.
So they make these stones in this way for locked, interlocked. And look at famous around the world. Could you see? Can you see the hole? The hole is Inca, but was drilled. How? We don't know. But this is not colonial. This is not modern. This is Inca. And friends. I have friends that went to Egypt, and I was guiding archaeologists from Egypt. They told me, Carlos, this is amazing because these stones look like some important stones that there are in Egypt as well. Were perforated in this way. But the question is how? So the stones, ladies and gentlemen, lightning. And how we know this? Because many chroniclers explain that this was the temple of the lightning. Right? Lightning was called for the Incas Illapa. Right? And guess what? These walls were covered in gold. All the wall, inside and outside. And do you know how thick was the gold? Gold, pure gold, metal, 1 centimeter of gold. Many chronicles, Spanish chronicles speak about this. And what the Incas put in these niches, what do you think?
Mummies.
Not in this case. Idols.
I know.
This kind of idols. Right? Why the idols? When the Spanish arrived here and they saw the idols in these niches, the Spanish say that the Incas were idolatry people. No, not at all. The Incas had one high religion, that the Spanish, many idols in every niche. One idol in every niche. They believed that these idols were antennas. Why? For to get one specific energy from the sky, the Hanapacha, for this specific temple.
Idol.
They believed,
Place it for
right?
placing
And
items. Antennas.
This way, please. Rainbow. Rainbow. And because this was a male temple as well, was covered in gold, inside and outside. Right? And according to Spanish chronicles, the Incas had in some of these walls one huge rainbow in gold with the 7 colors. Right? Look at this. This is so amazing. The Incan feet. You cannot put here nothing. One needle. Right? How the Incas make this? Using that copper chisels, that hammer stones. Can you believe that explanation? No, I don't believe it. I will. And ethnography say is the truth. Our ancestors explain us this. But ladies and gentlemen, Remember that science is great. Science make amazing things. Yes, but it's not omnipotent. Of the Incan territory, right? The Incan territory starts in the south of Colombia. It's going to Chile, right? Include the southern of Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia, right? Do you know how many territory? 4 million square kilometers. 12 million people were living under the power of the Incas. And the center of this empire was Cusco. But Cusco was called for the Incas Cusco, Quichua word which means navel of the world. Right? So, Cusco was the center of the empire, the territory. The Incan territory was called Tawantinsuyu, Tawa-Intisuyu, which means the union of the 4 Incan regions, right? And Cusco, the city, was the center of all the territory, all Tawantinsuyu. But this place, Coricancha, was the center of Cusco. And this stone was the center of Coricancha. So, you are seeing here the center of the center of the center. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the axis mundi of the Inca Empire. For many years, some researchers say that from this stone that never was located here, was in another place, 42 lines start going to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. Imaginary lines. And just on these imaginary lines, the Incas built their temples. This was a theory, but in 1974, right, just around Cusco, there were 343 holy places of the Incas, like Kenco, like Sacsayhuaman, right? All of them are located on these imaginary lines. And the Incas built approximately 5,000 temples around the all Incan territory. Right? This way, please. Beautiful Incan boys here in this female place were covered in silver. Right? And we can rebuild this temple with our imagination using the information of the Spanish chronicles. They say this temple beneath the thatch and pitch roof has a false roof. This false roof was one huge weaving in dark blue color. In this color. Like this. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not polystyrene. This is diorite. The hardest stone furnace here. Do you remember in Sacsayhuaman?